What is going on, Commander fans? Welcome back to We Hail. We're doing a prediction video today for Washington versus the Denver Broncos. So, we are 1-0. They are 0-1. Russell Wilson's our quarterback. Sean Payton's their coach. The Oilers should be a little better than they're showing. But they were the worst offense in the league last year, and it doesn't seem like that's gotten any better so far. So there's a couple things about this game. So before I dive into it, please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. You get videos like this all the time. If you hear stuff in the background, I'm driving home from work and about to go on some PTO. And going to Atlantic City with my family. So if you hear stuff in the background, I'm driving. So it may be cars and maybe my air conditioning. It's one of the two. So, Broncos, Washington. So we're playing at Denver. Denver last week lost to the Raiders 16-17. They kind of have some issues putting points on the board. Russell Wilson did get 2 touchdown passes, but he only threw for 174 yards, and the run game wasn't very effective either. So, what does that mean for Washington? Well, I think Washington's defense will get after Russell Wilson. It's a little bit better than the Raiders do. The Raiders' defense is not very great, not very good. They do have Max Crosby. He's a solid player, but they don't have the slew of first-rounders on the defensive line the way Washington does. I don't know if Chase Young's playing this week. I know he's doing contact drills now. I doubt he's going to play. Honestly, I don't care. Like I've stated my opinion, trade the guy. I don't want him on my team. Like, he doesn't seem like he wants to play here. He's always got a stinger. I'll reiterate, I've gotten stingers before in my lifetime, and never ever has it kept me out for fucking 3 weeks. So, pardon my French. So, I think we'll still play with what we got. Case Hill will rotate in, and a bunch of other guys that we've drafted. They're going to be guys playing next year anyway. You might as well just give them the rep. Okay? If he comes back, great. If not, I'm not upset about guys getting reps. Okay? And I don't think the Denver Broncos offensive line, it's not bad, but it's not good either. So I think we might get some good opportunities to get a lot of sacks, get a lot of pressures. Hopefully force some turnovers. And our secondary did great last week. I think our secondary is going to do good this week. Jerry Jeudy is their best receiver, and apparently he didn't play last week, so he may play this week. Am I worried about that? No, not really. Not in the least worried about that. I like the way we lock down defenders. I like the offensive players. I like where our defenders lock down offensive players, receivers, and such. So I'm very confident in our defense's ability to keep points off the board and keep the Denver Broncos in check and not let this game get out of hand. Now, what I will expect this week is I expect the offense needs to bounce back. I don't care what the defense is. I know they have Randy Gregory, and they have some pretty good defensive players on the defensive front for the Denver Broncos. I don't care. The offensive line needs to do better. They need to protect Sam Howell. I said it in the reaction video that I listened to the Locked On Commanders. I listen to a lot of podcasts about Locked On. Let's just go that route first. I listen to the Locked On Commanders podcast. I listen to Take Command podcast with Logan Paulson. Also listen to the Beltway football podcast, whatever it's called, with JP Finley and Mitch Titchler. So I listen to a lot of them. And the one from Locked On, he said he watched game film and he credits 3 sacks to Sam, 3 sacks to the offensive line. 6 sacks is still too many. I mean, the offensive line needs to negate the ones that are their responsibility. Okay? Now, I heard some good analysis about the game that I just want to talk about for a second. Last week, the Cardinals didn't bring a lot of blitzing. They attacked with 4. They dropped like 7. And so where we're in a West Coast offense, they basically dropped a lot of guys to take away all those easy, quick passes. And that's why Sam Howell held the ball. So, and he needs to go through his progressions. I get it. You don't want to throw the ball in harm's way. That's good. But now move through your progression. Move to the next stage. And hopefully Eric Bieniemy is going through the next stage of what happens when a team does this. What do we progress to? So that's where the coaching comes in. Okay? I think Sam Howell can do it. And we don't have... I think we actually have Curtis Samuel, if I remember hearing that correctly. He's got some kind of injury in practice. So... I don't know if he's in or out. I don't know. But, I mean, regardless of that, we still have pretty solid across-the-board players that we can sub in for Curtis Samuel if he's out for a game or two. I don't think long-term I don't want him out. But if he's out for a game or two, just to get healthy, I'm okay with that. We have pretty good receiver depth. And the running back room is a room that I think needs to get right this week. last week did not run well, and I'm not going to sit here and blame the offensive line for that one. They did not run well. Okay? They did not run well at all. I watched a play, Gibson, the entire left side of the offensive line just opens up, and he probably could run for 20, 30 yards. He has to break one tackle, but he runs right up his lineman's ass. Not good, especially if someone's been in the league for 4 years. This is his 4th year in the league. He should be able to see a hole that gaping big and hit the hole and make a big play out of it and not just run up his guy's back. That's something that Rob Kelly used to do. It just annoyed me. Okay, I couldn't stand that one. I think it was Rob Kelly. I think it was his name. Yeah, Rob Kelly. He used to run up, like, just run straight ahead, run into his guy's back. No, you're a running back. See the hole, hit the hole, explode through the hole, make big plays. That's what your job is to do. Okay, Robinson. None of the running backs did well, so I ain't gonna give any running backs credit. But this is the week where they can turn it around. I think our receivers, for whenever they got opportunities, did well. Tight ends. Logan Thomas has a redemption arc this week. He better have one at least, because he dropped like 3 or 4 passes last week. Some early in the game that were really giving Sam Howell a lot more confidence and rhythm, being that it was the game was. I can count this as his first start, and the reason why I say it like this is it's more his first start than his first start. The reason why it's more is there was way more put on this start than there was the game against Dallas. Okay, it's the new owner, sellout crowd. We didn't have that against Dallas. We didn't have anywhere close to that. We might have had a decent crowd, but it wasn't a sellout crowd. It wasn't a loud crowd. It wasn't all that stuff. So it's not the same. So there was no pressure in the Dallas game. There's pressure now. He is the starter. He is considered the franchise quarterback at this point. Okay, I consider him at least, and I think he should be graded as such. That's why I'm not going to give him a pass on a lot of things. But I give him a little bit of pass last week, and actually was one of the more productive quarterbacks in the league. Okay, 2 touchdowns. He had a fumble and an interception. First off, I don't count the interception. Second, fumble, that was your fault. You know, you can't be loose with the ball like that. But I think he bounced back, came right back on the next drive. Boom, 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 downfield, get us some field goal range so we can go into the locker rooms down less points. Okay, that's what he did. He responded, and that's what I like about Sam Howell. He doesn't let things like that get him down. He responds well, and he comes back out and just forgets about it. He has a 10-second memory, and he goes right to the next play, right to the next opportunity. That's what I like about him. And I think this is a game for the offense to get right. It's a solid enough defense that if you just execute well, you have something on your docket where you performed well against a decent defense. And you can build off of that. And I think this is the week we can do that. So I think Washington is going to do well this week. I got Washington winning this game. Okay? I got Washington winning this football game. It's going to be a decent game. I think it's going to be like a 24-17 kind of game. I don't think that the defense is going to go too many points. I kind of feel like it's going to be something close like that. I would love to see a game where Washington just pecker smacks his team and we win like 28-10 or something like that. But I don't know. I don't think Russ and Sean Payton are going to take what happened last week lying down. They're going to come out and come at us. But I think our defense is too good to let too much of the offense get going. Okay. So here's some predictions that were had via NFL Network. So literally everyone but like 2 people think we're going to lose this game. Okay. I don't think we're going to lose. I think we're going to win. I think it's going to be. I want to see, if we get our offense right, there's a lot of games we're going to win because we're going to keep games low. And even as you see this, everyone has us not giving up too many points. Only 3 people have us giving up over 20. So 4 people. I'm sorry, I can't count. Okay, so not a lot of points being given up, and the bases have it so we don't score a lot of points. It's more or less what it is. No one has us scoring a lot of points. No one has Denver really scoring a lot of points. So I guess that's a common thread. Now, which one gets it right? I don't know. I think that's what's going to decide the game. But that's my video. It's not a very long video. I didn't anticipate it to be. But we just got to get more from our quarterback. Got to get more from our offensive line. And I think we got to get a little more from our running backs. And Eric Bieniemy, just be a little more aggressive. That's all I want to ask. Just be a little more aggressive. Turn Sam Howell loose and let him go ape shit on this team. Okay. That was my video. Thank you for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, comment as well, and share to your friends. Let's get this channel going. And hail to the Redskins and hail to the Commanders. And see you.